Welcome to the 12th episode of our Supply Chain Leadership Bulletin. It is called With Both Hands Out of a Catch-22. I raised the question if the supply chain and logistics industry is caught in a catch-22 situation when it comes to digital transformation. Let's get right into it. A catch-22 situation is a dilemma out of completely conflicting goals, which is impossible to solve. Our industry is definitely in quite a stretch when it comes to digital transformation. Our business is on the one hand characterized by mass production, process efficiency, and severe cost pressure. On the other hand, consumer-centric individualization, innovation, and service improvements are more important for sustainable success in the transformation than ever before. One other characteristic of the supply chain and logistics industry is that we are in a constant shift between innovation and its implementation, and both are crucial for success. I have seen several service innovations in my own management past which had great potential but didn't make it due to poor implementation. It is therefore easy to argue that we are faced with clearly conflicting targets and developments. But I wouldn't go as far as to characterize these realities as a catch-22 situation, because I'm convinced that there are ways to bridge these conflicts. Simply because it is not either full force on process efficiency, quality management, cost optimization, and implementation, or innovation, it can and needs to be as well as. So, if you are in the transformation both of your organization and your business, and you are faced with this constant shift between the creativity of innovation and the technical accuracy of implementation, you need a fitting leadership concept. I would like to give you a quick insight into ambidextrous leadership, or leading with both hands, as a highly interesting approach for leadership in our industry. Ambidextrous leadership is an approach slightly similar to situational leadership, but more focused on different phases of the transformation and the different corporate functions. It is the usage of normally conflicting leadership approaches. On the one hand, you have an opening, more agile leadership style to support exploration. This means providing the team with freedom and autonomy, let them take risks and accept failure. On the other hand, you have a more classical management style, which is more limiting and closely guiding in exploitation phases. This means routines, focus on efficiency, error avoidance to achieve highest accuracy. You could argue that this is nothing really new and part of our current business reality in the industry. I think there are two elements which make ambidextrous leadership interesting in particular. Firstly, it is the conscious usage of these two different leadership styles. They are used on purpose, focused on the current situation of the organization or different corporate functions, and carefully balanced. Secondly, it is communication and transparency. Different behavior of senior levels at different times or in different areas of the organization can easily cause conflicts. Naturally, some will look with some jealousy at parts of the organization who have the freedom to play on new innovation, whilst other parts, maybe in operation, are closely monitored for efficiency improvement. It is therefore clearly on the leader using ambidextrous leadership to communicate transparently and to unify the organization, simply by emphasizing the importance and contribution of every part of the organization towards common goals and a vision. I invite you to have a closer look at the ambidextrous leadership concept, because I really believe that it gives good answers to our industry-specific leadership challenges in digital transformation. Thank you very much for following me throughout this first season of our Supply Chain Leadership Bulletin. In the next season, I want to test some of the previous takes with the leaders out of our industry and to look for interesting case studies. I'm sure that this will be both interesting and entertaining, and I'm happy to see you again in the second season of our Supply Chain Leadership Bulletin.